Hi. It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different because I'm going to be explaining to you guys as to why I haven't been uploading and why I won't be uploading. So, pretty much, the short story, which I'm going to give you the short and long story. The short story is that I am getting surgery tomorrow. Well, right now it's May 20th, 2019. And I'm getting surgery tomorrow at like 12:30. So a bit of backstory is I have been having hip issues since July of 2018. And at first it wasn't that big of a deal because it only happened when I was cheering and doing crazy flips and stuff, and it was only on one hip. But then shortly after, it progressively got worse, and my other hip started to hurt, and it got to the point where it wasn't just tumbling that hurt, but so did like standing and walking and running. So at that point, my mom was like, okay, well, we gotta take you to the doctor. And we went to the doctor, and they did some x-rays and made a theoretical diagnostic. They just kind of guessed about what was wrong with me, and they sent me to physical therapy for a month. And after that month, the physical therapy didn't help with either of my hips. So in November, I believe, they sent me to, it was either end of October or beginning of November, they sent me to a surgeon to talk about an MRI arthrogram. And basically that is where they inject blue dye into my hips and the muscles of my hips and stuff, and they numb everything, and then I get an MRI done, and that way they're able to see the muscles and the tissues to see if I tore any type of muscle, and it wasn't like with the bones. And from there, they noticed that I had a torn muscle. I don't really remember the name of it. It was one of the rarest muscles to tear in that area, and the only thing that they found that could help it was 3 to 6 months of not doing any crazy activity. So that was just my left hip, but my right hip, they had noticed that I had a torn labrum, and basically, here's my little diagram. This is like the ball, and this is the socket. So this is how your hip moves and like rolls and stuff in the socket. And there's a thin tissue along the inside of the socket that's called the labrum. And if the ball moves around too much inside of the socket, it can tear the labrum. And that's exactly what happened with me. So that's when we got sent to a surgeon to talk about fixing the labrum. And this surgeon said to go see somebody else because he thought that something else was going on. He thought that it was more than just the torn labrum. So this has been 5 months now of me trying to figure out and deal with it and fix it. So me and my mom were getting frustrated, but nonetheless we made an appointment with the surgeon, and I think the appointment was scheduled in February, or end of January. So I had to wait a whole nother like 2 months to actually see the surgeon. And when we got in, he was like, oh yeah, so we're going to need to take more x-rays, and you're going to need to do a CAT scan. So on top of the multiple x-rays and MRI that I've already done, they needed another one done. So they took about 5 more x-rays, and a week later I went and got a CAT scan to see if there was any irregular placement of the hip. And that's exactly what it was. I got a call, and he told me that I had hip dysplasia. And basically that I was going to need surgery, obviously, which we already knew that, but I was going to need this really not fun surgery. And it's called a PAO, and it's like a perceptular osteotomy. Now, we were able to talk about like the questions that I was having, and we were able to talk about recovery, and then we scheduled the surgery. This is in March now. So we scheduled the surgery, and we had to schedule it about 3 months out because he's such a great doctor that he has so many patients that we had to schedule it 3 months or 3 months out. Now, obviously, those 3 months are coming to a close, but basically is so the hip is supposed to be like this, but my hip is like this. Hip dysplasia roughly translates to like hip displacement. And my hip is like this. My socket is not large enough to hold the ball, so it keeps popping in and out. And since it keeps popping in and out, it tore the labrum. So what he's gonna have to go in and do, and he's cutting out the socket and he's rotating it so it's on top of the ball. He's cutting it out of my pelvis, or yeah, I think that's the right terminology. And he's rotating it so it's on top and it's more in place. And he's going to put 3 screws through the top to keep it in its new place. Now, since it's such a big surgery, I'm going to be in the hospital for about 3 to 4 days. And I'm going to be, if I go anywhere crazy with a lot of walking, I'm going to be in a wheelchair. But if not, I'm going to be on crutches for 6 to 8 weeks. So then after that, I do I'm going to be totally non-weight bearing on my hip for those 6 to 8 weeks of me being on crutches. And, but wait, there's more. It's bilateral, which means that it's on both hips. So I could potentially be back in this position in another 6 months, having the same surgery on my left hip. Right now it's just on my right hip. But since I'm going to be in the hospital for quite the few days, after I come home from the hospital, I'm pretty much going to be on bed rest for about 2 weeks. I'm not going to be able to do much. And yeah, so I took all my finals a month early, so I wouldn't be that far behind from everybody else. I just took them all early to get it done and out of the way, so I don't have to go back to school for the last month of school because of my surgery, which is probably for the best. But after this, I should make a 100% recovery. He doesn't see why not, because I'm young and I'm getting it done early. But there's also like the side effects that he had to talk about, and some of the side effects were the very rare ones, which were blood clotting, the bone not healing right, and infection. And then he went over the risks that are very common, which are risks like I'm going to be losing some feeling on the skin of my thigh, and not all of it will come back, not all of the feeling. Some of it will from because obviously they're going to be like numbing my hip and stuff, so some of it will come back, but not all of it. So I won't be able to upload for a while, and I'm going to be vlogging the experience, and that's going to be my first video coming back from, or it should be my first video coming back from my hiatus. I think that's what it's called. I guess I will see you tomorrow.
Hi there. So I wasn't exactly able to. Mom, I'm vlogging, so don't pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm vlogging, so don't pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm updating. I wasn't able to record coming to the hospital because I was really nervous, but here I am after the hospital, or after the surgery. I'm pretty drowsy, pretty tired. I've got a few drugs inside me, and I've also got a few videos of me that I'm going to insert in right now. Emily's going. Hi. I'm doing great. I'm feeling great. I'm not in a lot of pain. I'm loopy, and yeah, that's it.
See everybody in a few days.
Yep, I'll see you in a few days, and don't worry about me. I'm great. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So yeah, there's not that much pain, to be completely honest, only when I move. So I've decided just not to move at all, and then all will be well. I will show an incision, or like the incision, or where it was. Not today, maybe tomorrow or the day after when I do like my daily check-ins. But today is just supposed to be a day of resting and relaxation. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to enjoy it. I will see you probably tomorrow, May 22nd, because today is May 21st. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's already recording. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be edited into the video that was already previously recorded, so I don't know why I just said that. I am now home. I'm home from the hospital. I've got my friends. This is Megan and this is Jersey. You've seen Jersey before, but you have not seen Megan. This is Megan.
Hi.
And yeah, I just want to update you guys. A lot of the pain meds started to wear off a little bit. I've been kind of dizzy lately, but being outside and in the fresh air is really nice. And yeah. Hi. Hey there. Today's day, it's been a week since my surgery. Everything's going pretty good. I just wanted to kind of check in and update how everything's been going. I've been getting around pretty well. I've been using my crutches, and I used my wheelchair for the first time on Sunday. I've taken my second shower today. I took my first one, I think, on Friday, and it was actually pretty easy. I got a shower chair, so I just kind of sit in the chair and shower. And I've now taken off both of my bandages, and I currently just have these things called Steri-Strips on top of the openings, and yeah, I don't think there's anything new. Yeah, and I will see you later. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is now, I think it's been 2.5 weeks since my surgery. I'm feeling good. I've been getting around really well as well. And there's been almost no bruising whatsoever. 2 Steri-Strips have now come off, and they're from my smaller incisions, but none of the Steri-Strips from my bigger incision has come off at all. I think I should be done with the updates. There's not much going on. I had my 2-week post-op on Monday. It was 13 days after my surgery. I don't know the exact date, but I just know it was 13 days after my surgery. And I was cleared to go into pools. I was cleared to sleep on my side with a pillow in between my legs, my non-op side. I was cleared to walk in a pool without my crutches. And yeah, I will see you guys later.